The 2025 Jubilee of the Catholic Church. The Jubilee Year of 2025, proclaimed by Pope Francis, is a significant event in the Catholic Church, marking a time of forgiveness, renewal, and hope. To understand this Jubilee, let us move together looking at the concept of Jubilee, the 2025 Jubilee, how the Pope has arranged this Jubilee, the purpose and engagement of the faithful in 2025 Jubilee. Historical background. The concept of a Jubilee year has its roots in the Old Testament, where it was described as a time of remission of sins and debts, liberation of slaves, and restoration of land. The term Jubilee comes from the Hebrew word Yobel, referring to the ram's horn used to announce the year of Jubilee. In the Christian tradition, the first Jubilee year was proclaimed by Pope Boniface VIII in 1300. This event marked a period of pilgrimage, penance, and the granting of indulgences to the faithful who visited Rome. Initially, the Church celebrated Jubilee years every 100 years, but this interval was later shortened to every 50 years and eventually to every 25 years. The most recent ordinary Jubilee year was in 2000, proclaimed by Pope John Paul II, and an extraordinary Jubilee Year of Mercy was declared by Pope Francis in 2015. The 2025 Jubilee. The 2025 Jubilee, theme Pilgrims of Hope, was proclaimed by Pope Francis in the papal bull Spes non confundit, Hope does not disappoint. This Jubilee aims to renew the faithful's hope and trust in God, the Church, and society. The Jubilee will officially begin on Christmas Eve, December 24, 2024, with the opening of the Holy Door at St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. This symbolic act represents the opening of the door to salvation and grace. Pope Francis has made extensive arrangements for the 2025 Jubilee to ensure it is a meaningful and spiritually enriching experience for all participants. The Holy Door at St. Peter's Basilica will be opened by the Pope, followed by the celebration of Midnight Mass. Holy doors will also be opened at Rome's other major basilicas, St. John Lateran, St. Mary Major, and St. Paul's outside the walls. In addition to the opening ceremonies, the Jubilee year will feature various events and activities, including pilgrimages, prayer services, and acts of mercy. Pope Francis has emphasized the importance of prayer, reconciliation, and solidarity during this holy year. He has also called for the cancellation of debts for poorer nations as a gesture of justice and compassion. Purpose of the Jubilee. The primary purpose of the Jubilee year is to offer the faithful an opportunity for spiritual renewal and conversion. It is a time for the forgiveness of sins, reconciliation with God and others, and a renewed commitment to living out the gospel values. The Jubilee also aims to foster a sense of hope and trust in the future, encouraging the faithful to look forward with confidence and faith. The 2025 Jubilee offers various ways for the faithful to participate and experience spiritual renewal through pilgrimages, prayer and sacraments, acts of mercy, and educational and spiritual resources. Pilgrimages can be attended in Rome or local dioceses. Making a pilgrimage to Rome is a central aspect of the Jubilee. Pilgrims can visit the holy doors at St. Peter's Basilica, St. John Lateran, St. Mary Major, and St. Paul's outside the walls. The holy doors will also be opened in local dioceses around the world, allowing those who cannot travel to Rome to participate in the Jubilee celebrations. Prayer and sacraments. Participating in the divine office and attending Mass regularly are encouraged. Special prayers and liturgies will be held throughout the Jubilee year. The faithful are encouraged to receive the sacrament of reconciliation and seek indulgences, which are special graces granted by the Church during the Jubilee. Acts of mercy. Engaging in acts of mercy, such as helping the poor, visiting the sick, and supporting charitable organizations, is a significant way to live out the Jubilee's theme of hope and renewal. Participating in community service projects and initiatives organized by parishes and dioceses is another way to embody the spirit of the Jubilee. Educational and spiritual resources. Many dioceses and parishes will offer retreats, workshops, and educational programs to help the faithful deepen their understanding of the Jubilee's significance and theme. Resources and activities designed for families, including prayer cards, pilgrimage kits, and educational materials, will be available to help families participate together. The 2025 Jubilee is a unique opportunity for the faithful to renew their faith, seek forgiveness, and engage in acts of mercy and hope. Whether through pilgrimage, prayer, or community service, there are many ways to participate and experience the grace of this holy year.